Why do I always binge out when I am drunk? What is that about? And can I stop? Yes, you can totally stop. And I have got some ways in which you can do this. So hi, I'm Vanessa McLennan and I help people with their eating issues by working on the mindset and the emotions. So if you would like to see more of my videos, please click on the subscribe and click on the bell. Did you know that binge eating and binge drinking have very similar effects on us? They work on the same neural pathways and also hit that same pleasure spot in the brain, giving us that feel-good feeling. Did you also know that people who binge eat are 50% more likely to have, alcohol issues or to overdrink, and also those who then do binge eat also are 5 times more likely to have problems with alcohol. If you fall into that category, I just want you to take a moment to recognise that you are not alone. It is not just you. It's not that you don't have any willpower. It's not that you don't have any self-control and you are not bad. It's just over the years, you have created shortcuts and patterns of behaviours that helped you at that time. And now, it's just no longer appropriate for you and you want to create new patterns of behaviour. Stop the all or nothing mindset. If you have gone into, that's it, I am cutting out drinking, you might be slipping into this all or nothing mindset. And the nothing mindset is, that's it, I'm not drinking, I'm going to give it up. But also you're restricting yourself in terms of, I'm not going to have this food or I'm not going to eat them. And as we know, whenever we restrict ourselves, we want the very thing that we are restricting. And of course, whenever we are, tired, overwhelmed, or just emotionally like drained or feeling an emotion at a heightened level, it's inevitable. We're going to crag and we're then going to want the very thing that helps us cope with those emotions. So binge eating and binge drinking have very addictive qualities to them, and they work on the same neural pathways, same behaviours. So giving up the alcohol might be a great idea, but it might not be right for you. So you have therefore then got to work out, why do I drink? What's causing me to drink? So you can break this pattern of drinking and then eating. In an ideal world, you might just be able to have one and then you're not going to eat so much. And so that could be another reason for you to get behind your why do you drink so much? What does it do for you, so that you can break this pattern. If you find yourself overindulging, then giving up alcohol for a short period of time can be a really good idea to keep a notice what's coming up for you. So alcohol and binge eating are great anesthetics. They numb us out. So keeping a log of what feelings come up, how do I feel, can help you work out what's behind your alcohol and eating issues. Stop stressing out. So many times we want alcohol because it helps us to relax. Who doesn't at the end of the day, come home, kick off our shoes and have a nice glass of something. You have a nice glass of something when you're cooking. Sit down and watch the TV, you have a nice glass of something. It becomes so habitual that we don't even think about, why we are drinking. We just do it, and we're then relying on that glass of whatever to help us unwind and take the edge off what it is that we're feeling. So then we've got to work out, how can we relax without coping on this glass of wine or alcohol? So what is it that you can do, and what can you build into your routine? So it's got to be something that your mind is totally focused on, or your mind can stop and relax as well. So in other words, watching TV, because alcohol might be paired with that, is not going to account, because our minds are still busy focusing and following storylines and, you know, getting involved with the TV program. So walking, meditation, knitting, embroidery, making something, what is it for you that you can build into your routine? And you have got to make time for it. And the more that we learn then to relax and learn how to relax on our own, the less likely we are going to have to need or want the alcohol to help us relax. Work on your mindset. When we drink and when we binge eat, they are very good at numbing out our pain. So we could be drinking and also eating because they might give us pleasurable feelings. You know, they release that pleasure zone in the brain. But what that stops us from doing is connecting with the real feelings that we are feeling inside. It stops us having to sit with ourselves and just be, but also to actually feel. Now, if you've tried giving up drinking before and, you know, you just can't do it, then it could be, you know, it's not because you don't have willpower or a lack of self-control. It could be that just these emotions become heightened and there is something that doesn't sit right with you, it's not feeling right, and then of course that causes you to drink. So it's really working out why it is that you're drinking, and I'm guessing many of you might know why you're drinking, and unfortunately it could be because of, you know, neglectful caregivers, abusive caregivers, something, you know, traumatic in our childhood, or even just, you know, it could be mildly traumatic. It doesn't have to be one major big trauma, but I'm guessing a lot of us, you know, had just unhappy childhoods, or there's something not right in our childhoods, and just unfortunately abusive childhoods. And then of course the drinking and the eating help mask that out. But if we want to change those behaviours, if we want to stop the drinking, we want to stop the binge eating for good, then we have got to get and work on the pain that we are feeling that's, you know, causing us to go to those behaviours. A lot of us might then think, oh my God, it's too hard, it's horrible, I don't want to have to face that again. It is hard to go through therapy. Can be painful, but it's not like that forever. Yes, we do have to sort of look inside, but once we face it, and once you then start working through it, life inevitably does become better, and life inevitably works on your terms. So we're really interested to know what you think. Leave your comments below.